There was once upon a time where I had the drive to become successful. The drive to make an infinite amount of content based off of yapping and just talking about just about anything. Improvising is something that I like to do. I normally don't like to make scripts. I don't like to make a table of contents. I feel like it kind of makes me feel less genuine. Even if it is good to have a roadmap of what you want to say, sometimes just saying things can also be inviting and endearing to those around you. Or in my case, my whispers, my wisps, my fans, and of course, any passerbys who decide to somehow watch my video. And if you do not know who I am Valioa, or Val for short. A goth elf, Babaniku VTuber. A male. Yes. Something that I get asked all the time is, are you a guy? Of course, I always answer in the most sassiest way possible and say, well, I sound like a man, don't I? You know, type of thing. But anyway, I digress. Success. The drive. Why does it feel like I have lost it? I think it's because I feel like I have no sort of value with the content that I create. It feels like what am I making content for? Like, why do I make it? Is it to entertain you? Is it just for my own benefit? Is it just for my own satisfaction? Is it for, passing on information to others? Is it for, like, sharing my experiences with things? Is it to educate? Those are the three main things about YouTube that you should always follow when you're a content creator. To inform, to educate, and to entertain. You could do all three. I'm not sure where my content falls. Let me know in the comments below what you think my content. If you're a regular here and you watch my stuff, like what does it do for you when you listen to my content? Does it educate you? Does it inform you? Does it entertain you? I don't know. And that's the thing I don't understand when it comes to yapping videos. Matter of fact, I might have to look that up. I'm not gonna lie. I might Google that. I might Google it. I might Google it. I'll probably do that after this video. But yeah, I really want to find that passion I used to have when I first started this channel, where I had just like the passion to just try things out and just talk and like just come up with like ideas and like video ideas, and like even though it was just like me just kind of yapping and stuff, at least I had like a sort of like something to give to somebody. That's that feeling I get. Like, should I make videos to give information to someone, to like tell them about something, or should I focus on my my life or what I'm doing on the internet? Maybe I'm playing games as well, maybe gaming or anime. Those are the things that I do like to talk about, but I don't know how interested people really are about those things. And that's why I have a trouble with, especially as someone like me who does random topics in a video. It's probably really hard for people to even care about what I'm saying. And that's why I made that previous video, sleep to this boring male voice, and this random conversation, basically, because I felt like that's just that type of video. It was just that type of video. And that video did pretty decently. I'm surprised that it even got 100 views. That was kind of funny to me, honestly, because it was just a randomly put together video. And that's what I like to do. I like to be random. Ultimately, yeah, I like to do random stuff. I feel like just kind of yapping about stuff is just that's like, I find that fun. I find it fun to do that, honestly. But do you guys find it interesting and inviting? That's another thing. That's what I want to know. I want my audience to tell me this. Really, I don't know how, what kind of value do I bring? And that's always been my problem. Like, what kind of value do I bring with these videos? Should I even be making them? What's the point? That's that feeling I get, despite me enjoying making them, because it is fun to kind of just talk and let out my expressions and my experiences out to you guys, in case, there is a day where I have something to share. For example, I just finished Blood Rain today. Yep, I beat Blood Rain. It was a very interesting ending, to say the least. The final boss was something different. It was definitely a really tough fight. Very hard to understand at first, because the boss itself, Beliar, is like, seems like he's invincible, because like you're trying to hit him, especially if you're using your knives, and he's just blocking everything. And you're just like, yo, how do you kill him? But yeah, for the most part, I'm not going to tell you guys how to do it. You just got to play the game yourself. But I don't want to spoil too much. Or you can go watch my playthrough. I don't know. I have it on Twitch or something, where I beat the boss. But I don't want people to get spoiled on that. But either way, the fight is crazy. You'll get used to it at some point. But yeah, it's a pretty tough fight, honestly. But I did beat it. And I'm happy about that. I might play Blood Rain 2. I might. I'm getting there. Thinking about it. But there's some other games I'm going to play as well. Also, I'm streaming on Twitch again. So just an FYI, if you don't see me on YouTube, it's going to be on Twitch. So just an FYI, I would recommend following if you do want to see me play video games or just talk to you guys, etc. That's another problem I have, by the way. I have this knack to like want to talk to people. That's what I've noticed, is like, that's another problem I have. When it comes to streaming, I feel like I rely too much on other viewers. I rely too much on viewers to interact. I think I rely too much on viewership. People like talking in the chat. I rely too much on chatters. That's a good way to put it. I think I rely too much on chatters for entertainment. I need to be able to, start my stream up and start talking by myself. It should be like that, like I'm doing right now. I should be doing that. I should be doing more talking, by myself, and maybe being like a spokesperson, just someone just yapping about random stuff or talking about random things. I should do more of that, rather than feel like I have to wait for someone to do it for me. So maybe next time I stream, I'll talk more. Like, I'll just yap more, and just find stuff to talk about. Either I just kind of reminisce about the past, or maybe I just start thinking about things. Maybe I use the connection thing where, like, I don't know if you guys notice, there's this technique that I do that I take one word and I use that word to connect to other words. And that's a good way to do improvising. So for example, if I say coconut, what's the first thing that comes to mind when I say coconut? For example, milk, right? Milk. Okay, what's the first word that comes when I say milk? Cow. Okay, cow. What about Cow and Chicken, the show? You know, Cartoon Network, Cow and Chicken. Oh, chicken. Look, I can take the word chicken. Now you're getting KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know, like you can take these words and bring them to, like, you know, other things in your life that you have experienced. KFC, it's a fast food. Okay, now you can think of other fast foods. Boom. Because now you have this connection to, like, fast food, which can connect you to other areas of personal experiences that you've had. And that's how you do good story time, is you can, like, take a word, bring it to another word, and then have a story for people to listen to. So for example, if I do want to make another video, I might try it out. I might experiment. I might brainstorm. I guess that's another good way to put it. You can just call it brainstorming. Literally. That's literally what it is. Low-key is like brainstorming. So I'm going to do this, guys. Next video I make, I'm going to take a word. I'm going to, like, try to formulate a words, like a bunch of words, like connect them. And then I'm going to find something to talk about. And I'm going to make it a video. And we're going to keep doing that. I actually want to see how many videos I can make just doing that. And then, like, come up with, like, story time, you know, for you guys. So for example, let's make an example here. Okay, let's think about the word rain. So the word rain came to my mind, and what came to my mind was Tales of Symphonia. Tales of Symphonia is a JRPG, action RPG game. It's on the GameCube at first, and then of course eventually went to PS2 and other systems like Nintendo Switch, PC, PS4, I think PS5 maybe. I could be wrong about that one. But yeah, anyway, so the reason why I talked about Rain for Tales of Symphonia, well, for the most part, Rain is a character in Tales of Symphonia. Rain Sage. She's a healing arts sort of elder half-elf lady who is, yeah, pretty much your healer of the team. And another thing that Rain comes to mind is the move. I think it's called Acid Rain. I could be wrong. There's a move called Acid Rain, and it's from one of the bosses. I forgot her name. Is it Kelia? Oh, is it Kelia? Let me go look at it. Kelia. Tales of Symphonia. Is it actually Kelia? Oh my gosh, I actually remember the name. It is Kelia. Yeah, Kelia is the boss that is the first boss to use that move. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's called Acid Rain. It's a support spell that lowers your party's defense. And it's like one of the first moves she uses at the start of the fight. It's like she basically just charges that beast up at the start. And yeah, that's another thing. That's what I'm saying. Look how, you see how I just came up with a story just like that for you guys? Reminiscing about the past and experiences that I've had just from one word. Rain. Literally, like, rain. And that's what I'm saying is I can do this. I can do that. I can make that content. But the thing is, what sort of content is that? Is that entertainment? Is personal experiences considered entertainment? Is it considered informing or educating? Let me know in the comments below. I'm actually curious. I honestly don't know. Again, I'm going to look this up anyway. I'm going to look it up as well. But I am curious to know what people think. Do you guys like personal experience videos? Is that why you're here? Or are you just here for, the whole VTubing aspect of me or my personalities? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I digress. I think I'm going to keep this video pretty short. I don't want to make it too long, but I do want to kind of, just send a message for you guys that, that I'm going to try to make another video. with that idea in mind, where I kind of take a few words, or not a few words, but one word, see if I can think of something interesting to talk about, and have some stories for you guys. Until then, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day, afternoon, night, whatever it is, whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.